গোপীগণে প্রেমের রূঢ়ভাবনাম গোপীগণের প্রেমের রূঢ়ভাবনাম বিশুদ্ধ নির্মল প্রেম কভু নহে কাম. I'll just read the translation. The love of gopis is called Rudhabhav. It is pure and spotless. It is not at any time lust. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. As already explained, the position of the gopis in the loving dealings with Krishna is transcendental. Their emotion is called Rudhabhav. Although it is apparently like mundane sex, one should not confuse it with mundane sexual love, for it is pure and unadulterated love of Godhead. So this subject is very sweet and nice, but it's difficult sometimes to understand. But for the devotees, it's easy. So, to begin with, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to this world, there is some purpose. So one is that, there's many purposes there. When the Lord comes, certainly there are. But basically, it is categorized in here by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, few way, and also another Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, other different way. But many sweet pastimes are there. And just to give this mellow of Radha Krishna love to this world, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. First he is saying that Lord Chaitanya having three principal purposes on his own. The first purpose to release the position of Radharani, who is the prime reciprocator of transcendental love of Krishna. Lord Kṛṣṇa is the reservoir of transcendental love, loving transaction with Srimati Radharani. So those loving transaction is the Lord and Radharani. How is it that second reason is his appearance was to understand the transcendental mellow of himself. That means Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to understand the mood of Radharani. Now this subject, I don't know how much I can put it to you, but basically it goes way back that in Krishna lila, Radharani and Krishna, there is separation lila for 100 years. And that separation, how Radharani felt. So she said that next when I'll appear, but I'll keep you, Krishna, in my heart, within me, so that you cannot go out of me. Now you are you are going away from me. So then, and another mood is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the last is that how in Krishna's separation a devotee feels. Sunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda vrehename. So that separation, as the Lord himself feeling separation from Radharani. So both way mellows are very high. Now, this is a transcendent topics. Some may understand, some may not understand. It starts from Ramananda Rai discussion with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What Ramananda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, tell me the purpose of human life. The purpose of human life, he said, only Vishnu Bhakti. Then he said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, this is right, but tell me a little more further. So then he said that whatever you do it for Krishna. Jat joshi, jat asnasi, jat koroshi, jat asisa, jat tasbishikam. Then he said, that's good, but there should be something more. Then he said, there should be jnanam. Nahi jnana sabdi salpavitam yadete. Jnanam is required. Like today we are sitting here, many they have come to spiritual life. ISKCON also, many thousands, but they left. Because they didn't understood the mood of serving. Either bad or good or worse. Krishna is Krishna, we have to serve him. Situation may differ, but any condition, that is the mood of Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That Ashilishava Padaradam Pinashtumam Adasamar Mahatam. Either you kick me or whatever you do to her, whatever you are, where you keep me, but I am your servant, you are my master, you are my prananath. Then jnanam, then again when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, jnanam is okay, but tell me further. He said, no jnana shunyam. Because when there is jnana mishra bhakti, then there may be little ego. I am very learned scholar, I am so many. That's no jnana is required. Just surrender. Sarva dharman, there is no dharma, there is nothing is required. That is gopis. That is the devotees who surrender. In this world, only one thing, that if we surrender to the Lord, then there is hope. Like all the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, they surrender, they totally surrender. Whatever Prabhupada said, they did it. They surrender. What Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, they surrender. The devotees are surrender. So only those who are surrendered, they can understand that. Then even surrender is that, then they said, tell me further. Then they said that das bhav, that we are servant. Then we can enjoy, Srila Prabhupada said, like Hanuman, he liked to serve wholeheartedly, whole life. He is a Chiranjeevi. He wants to serve all the time, Lord. That is good. Tell me further. Then Dasya, Shakya, Vatsalya, Madhurī. Shakha, Dasya, Shakya. Friends like all these Siddham, Sudam, Damba, Sudam, Bhattacharya, all those, they are serving. They are with all the time with the Lord. Then further, this son, like Nanda Jasoda, Prishni Shutapa, Devaki Vasudev, Atri Anusha, many, Dasarat Kaushila, they wanted Lord as their son. Lord appeared. Kardama Devati, they wanted Lord as their son. So many they got chance. So, but our whole purpose is too small. So we have to aim something big. We want Lord. But finally he says that the prem, love, like the gopis they had. Gopi is so much so dedicated for the Lord that whatever for the satisfaction of the Lord, doesn't matter what need to do, I'll do it. There for the Lord, Lord Shiva explaining to Sati, Mata wanted to know that how this Radharani and the gopis, that the Krishna Bhava Unmadini, they are mad of love for the Lord Krishna. They have nothing but they can do anything for the Lord, like the devotees. So this fellow is so sweet. Srila Prabhupada explained it's difficult to make people understand this mellow. So Srila Prabhupada gave example like a mother mother loves child unconditionally. So the gopis, they love Krishna unconditionally. There is no any desire. Because worldly people, they are bound by the worldly lust desire. They can't calculate the love of gopis. Kamandhatama prem. This is the actually gopi premer, gopigane premer, roda bhavanam, vishuddha nirmal prem, kovunoy kam. So this means that there is no lusty desire. Then further, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami very nicely explained. Those who are acquainted with the Bengali language, they can understand better, or can understand. Srila Prabhupada nicely translated it. The love in this world is not visible. It's all the worldly give and take business. Sarath lagi kare sapkriti, surnar muni sapkriti. Everybody is, but there's a selfish motive is there. But here, the gopis, they have nothing to give. They have nothing for their own. They just want to, whatever the way, Krishna become happy. Krishna, they want to make Krishna happy. So, Atmindiya prativancha tare bole kam, Krishnandiya prativancha dhare prem nam. If somebody wants to satisfy his own senses, that is a lusty desire. Like worldly people. But those Krishnandiya prativancha dhare prem nam, those who want to satisfy Krishna, like the devotees, good devotees, they have no purpose in this world but to satisfy Krishna, that much only. They are only, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, before also he explained, though the Guru is there, everybody is there, but only instruction is that how to satisfy Krishna Guru. In the beginning, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami taking time to pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gurus, Vande Guru Nisha, first the Gurus, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauritai, Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Sahodita, Gauradaya Pushpabandha Chitta Satana. So he's praying with all the nice beautiful prayers and he's respecting Shiksha Guru. Then he's explaining the beginning of the bhakti rasas, because he felt this is the, and why, that is why what Srila Prabhupada says, that this is the highest. If you are somebody studying Chaitanya Charitamrita, should be the last one. It should be understood very nicely. Otherwise, people may misunderstand. So first we should have Upadarsamrita, nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion, then Gita, then Bhagavatam. That's why even Shukdev Goswami, he explained that Krishna's pastime is the last. And people will misunderstand. But it should be understood in different in right perspective, spiritual way. Just to give a little insight, in India, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is only Krishna worship. There is no Radha Krishna worship. So Basu Ghosh, the very intimate associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the three brothers, Basu Ghosh, Madhav Ghosh, Govinda Ghosh, all were very good singers. They were also good writers. And Basu Ghosh wrote, Jodi Gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, kemone dharitam dehe, deha, Radhar Mahima, Prema Rasasima, Jagati Janai Loke. That if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not come, how will understand the glories of Radharani? So this is the Gauriya Siddhanta that we are trying to explain, that you can make a relationship with the Lord in as a servitor, as a friend, as a son. Krishna can be your son, and he can be in conjugal love. But somehow Ramananda Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't mention about Santarasa, who are all these Muni, Rishi, Yogis, especially Chatushan Kumaras, they are the Adhikari of Santarasa. But they are giving stress in here about Gopi Bhav, Gopi Bharta Kumalo, Dasa Dasa Dasa. Naham Vipro, Nacha Narapati, Na Vivasho, Nasutro, Naham Bani, Nacha Grihopatino, Brahmasto Jyotirba, Kintu Pradya Nikhila Prana Damate, Gopi Bharta Pada Kumalo, Dasa Dasa no Dasa. So this should be understood in right spirit. Now, I'll give you one example. As I told that without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this subject would have been very difficult to understand for anybody in this world. So it is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who gave the mellow of Radha Krishna, how Radharani used to love, how we should supposed to love, how the gopis were loved. When gopis were Krishna playing flute, and they are hearing they all have to come, and they came. And then what happened? Krishna teased them, you are from good family, why you have come? You should go back. That what gopis told, they told, what from family you are talking? That we have no family, we know only you. So this also shows that one way, this also shows that even if we go to Krishna, we have to have very high intelligence and very intelligent for good argument, otherwise will be full in front of Krishna. That how come you have come middle of the night, you have so nice family, this and that. The Gopi said they will not go. Same thing, Dijapati said, no, you go back, they left. But Gopi said will not go. So there is a difference how the Dijapatnis are there, how the Gopis. They left everything. And some Gopis, they very nicely, Chandidas Thakur is one of the Vaishnava poet. He wrote before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted Chandidas, Vidyapati, Jayadev's commentary and their writings. And the way Chandidas Thakur wrote many bhajans, it's in Bengali, and after that disciples of Janama Mata, Jnanadas, Sivarandas, many others, Jodhananda, they also wrote the same theme. But it looked like the Chandidas, the way he used to write this, that he is observing the Krishna's pastimes and writing. And it's so deep, it's like you are seeing this, he's seeing Krishna and Radharani, they're fighting, they're doing something, and he's writing the poetry. It's beautiful. And it's like if you read those things, like you are in a totally different spiritual world. So what happened in Vrindavan, maybe not now much, but in the past, many saints, they used to meditate, chant, and remember, they said this is the best. But Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told, no, we should preach. We should preach, and then we should get the Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, Radharani's mercy. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also wrote that in one bhajan, Vaishki, Tumi Kishir Vaishnav. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was against that staying in Vrindavan, meditating, good. But mostly they may fail because of worldly influence. They may be nice, but sometimes there may be worldly influence by worldly mundane relationship, illicit relationship, some other things. Sometimes they become victim. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said that only seva and chanting both should go together. And that's why I mentioned this Chandidas Thakur. One of his poetry, he mentioned that when Radharani was upset and Krishna left for Mathura, and Radharani was very upset, and Radharani told all these gopis that why That means, though I was a little upset with Krishna, I was doing man, I don't want to talk to Krishna, but you could not keep Krishna because you could not serve Krishna. Krishna was not happy with you. Seva janle, seva jabe keno. If you would have know how to serve Krishna, seva means he would not go. Then say you bring Krishna back. Then who can bring Krishna back? And he said, only who? Vrindadhuti. And she went to bring Krishna. That was nice, very beautiful story in Bengali. So, at one incident in Mayapur, Bhakti Maharaj, he narrated that one Bengali devotee, he took Diksha from Srila Prabhupada. And after a few days, he came to Prabhupada, said, Prabhupada, can you give me my rupam in Goloka, the way I supposed to worship? Srila Prabhupada was very furious. He said, he was very furious, very furious. He says, first you serve, first you understand, you read books, you serve. Then, in Bengali lecture, Jayaprada Maharaj told that, Bengali lecture, Srila Prabhupada told, Nakhe til di ghumale ki Krishna ke pawa jabe. In Bengali, they said that if you want to sleep nicely, you put little mustard oil in the nose, or some ghee or whatever oil you want to put. And then you can sleep nicely. So Srila Prabhupada told in Bengali, Nakhe til di ghumale ki Krishna pawa jabe. You have to serve nicely. So those who serve Krishna with wholeheartedly, then Krishna, rather than to go, they'll decide what to do. Right? And some of them, they think that if I serve, if I just meditate, it's possible. Maybe, but then seva is more important. Otherwise, there's a good chance of getting influenced by worldly desires, maya. Nikotastha maya tare japati dhare. Wherever we are, there is a maya trying to this. And Srila Prabhupada told many times that we are not that advanced, that all the time we can chant like a, what do you call, Haridas Thakur. But Haridas Thakur also, Sanatana Goswami told, keho kare achar, keho kare prachar, keho kare prachar, na kare achar. Achar, prachar, karah dui karjo, jagatir guru tumi jagatir arjo. So, achar and prachar both should be done. Now, Srila Prabhupada was very furious. Somebody used to think this way. And I don't want to mention. Then one devotee, Western devotee in here, said, Prabhupada, he also approached this way. Give me little further knowledge. Srila Prabhupada was very upset. What is important, Guru Krishna knows. And it is there in the record. One time, Srila Prabhupada in the room, and he was reading all those nice Govindillamrita, other very intimate books of Goswamis. And Jaswamati Nandan Prabhu came inside. Then Prabhupada told, look, these are the books, so intense love, so much intimate love for Krishna. Even for me it is difficult. It is recording is there, otherwise you may not believe. But mundane people, they think they'll come and read first these things. So first ABCD or first algebra or first first is PhD. These are PhD subject. Srila Prabhupada told very nicely that these subjects should be discussed after 60, 65, 70. When everything is done, the senses are under control, then you discuss those things. Srila Prabhupada was not that. All over, when anybody comes to Mayapur or Vrindavan, Prabhupada, this is Vrindavan Dham. I want to stay here, I want to chant. You want to stay here? You go to this country, you go to that country, you preach. Right? I give you one example. Gunanava Prabhu told me, he's still alive, Suravi Prabhu told me. Yeah, it was 72, 73 sometime, when this temple was under construction. And one American Swamiji, Shival Swami, he was in charge for making checks, making payment, all these labors, lot of problems were there. And one fine day, he was upset, he was not happy. So he was a little upset. In the morning, 5 o'clock, he went to Prabhupada. He was really, and some devotee also followed that, why he's going. They could understand he's not very happy. So he went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was there in Radha Damodar temple, where he used to stay there, those days also. And early in the morning he went, he knocked the door, he told Prabhupada, I have come to Vrindavan. And Vrindavan is a place where I can chant peacefully, I can merge in the love of gopis and think about all those things, nice pastime, chant, go around, and merge in transcendental ecstasy. And you put me in such a situation, all the time I have to deal with all these labors. They are nasty people, they're tricky, they're sneaky, all the time they're trying to cheat, and I have to yell, scream. This is not very good. Here is your checkbook, I am living. Prabhupada says, whatever I am saying, you do this. You don't use your brain. I am your guru, I am telling you, you do this. But unfortunately, Shubal Swami left. What Gunadeva Prabhu told, he left forever. We have not seen. Now you tell me, he was sitting, Prabhupada was right or Shubal Swami was right? Prabhupada made this temple where Krishna, Balaram, Radha, Samsuna, Gaudita is there. Devotees from all over the world, they are coming, taking inspiration. You go to any country, they are coming, they are taking inspiration from this temple. And Prabhupada struggled to build this temple. And whereas some devotees were upset. And how Srila Prabhupada envisioned, how we think is different. He wanted to, let's say this is nectar. Certainly it is nectar, no, without any doubt. The Bengali deep meaning, I'll tell you, it has a very high deep meaning of Rudabhav. We'll go to that also. So it's a spontaneous love, it's a deep love for the Lord. But I'm saying that what system Srila Prabhupada gave, that should be followed. Otherwise, we will make a very big blunder. And intense love means we have to give the love to everybody. Basu Ghosh said, Jodi Gaur na hoite tabe koi hoite. If without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu you will not understand what is Krishna, what is the Radharani's mood. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he gave. But Jodi Prabhupada na hoite tabe, that's Japada Math wrote nicely. Jodi Prabhupada na hoite tabe ki hoite. If Prabhupada would not come, what would have happened to us? Bhakti Siddhanta Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. Bhakti Thakur was very serious to spread this bhakti. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he tried, he spread all over India. Made 64 Gaudiya Math, he tried. But Prabhupada, he did all over the world, sending this Krishna Bhakti, Radha Krishna Bhakti, all over the world. And as a Gaudiya Vaishnava, in every ISKCON temple, Gaudiya Dhara, every ISKCON temple, there must be Radha Krishna deities. And we should read Chaitanya Charitamrita, trying to understand, very humble way, where we can understand these topics. Kam andhatama prem nirmal bhaskar. People misunderstand things. Sometimes they think it's okay to mingle with the worldly lusty desire. So unless we stop that, it is not possible. Kam andhatama. Lusty desire is like a darkness. And prem nirmal bhaskar. The love is like a light. So that means light and the sun and the darkness is like a totally opposite. But worldly people, we are accustomed to this worldly way of thinking. So for us it's very difficult to envision that type of love. So somewhere we have to come out of that worldly paradigm. If we don't give up our worldly situation, no way we can understand that. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also said that one should chant holy name and purify that. And the purpose of gopi is to satisfy Krishna. That means only by the blessings of Krishna we can understand. Guru, Krishna, Vaishnavas we can understand. And there is a very good link. Nachatatmas manusheshu kaschit mitrikita annapritaru. If Krishna says, those who serve me, those who preaching my glory, they are the dear most devoted. There will be no dear to me than he who is preaching my glory. That means only those who are serving the Lord continuously without any expectation and totally dedicated for serving the Guru Krishna, Radharani, they will be promoted. Not that just by pseudo meditating. There may be some who are very sincere, there will be always somebody, but not everybody. Srila Prabhupada told that so many nice, highly saintly Babajis are that Srila Prabhupada also told that some are, mostly they are not very together. They have some little attachment and it is very difficult. So where the gopis, they have nothing to do but only to glorify Krishna. Only whatever makes Krishna happy, that's what they are doing. So that is the mood of everyone. That is the mood of gopis. And what do I say? That intense love, it's like a mad. That love is not there with us. Only those who get blessings of Krishna with a seva, then only you can release this bhav. Otherwise, the understanding this gopi bhav, mostly they misunderstand. They think by imitating we can become gopi. Now, to begin, we have to, if we go further, then we can understand how to develop the love. Now, do Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya instructed Sanatana Goswami very nicely what to do, how to do things. But his purpose was very clear. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that Lupta Tirthodha, that means whole Brajadham, you excavate, renovate, because when Nityananda Prabhu came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he could not see anything. So now we are enjoying this place because of Srila Prabhupada, it's his gift, and whole Brajadham is Gaunitai. They were saying that this should be done. And they, according to research, that not only the Goswamis they came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent thousands of devotees with them to Vrindavan Dham to excavate, renovate. And they had a Lupta Tirtha and all these scriptures should be written. Where is Radha Kund, Shyam Kund? It was named Kalikhet, Gaurikhet. But all these Goswami, they took pain to establish this place. Today we are taking pleasure. It was not visible. The Goswami, they inspired the nearby all the royal family to build something. They did it. They were very highly capable. And one way they were very, renounced. They were only eating shukharoti, chanachibai. Those days to get things are very difficult. There were thieves also, there were dark. And they were staying one place to another and meditating. Like yesterday we went to Pavan Sarovar, there is a Sanatana Goswami Bhajan Kotiri. So see how one way the extreme royal families, ministers, another way is that in a small little hut, 4x4 room, the roof is very short, can only sit inside and meditate. And that means they're such a great, they can do it. How many we can do it? If we don't have little amenities, we can't stay there. But in such a situation, what they had for eating? Nothing. They used to have dry chapati, sukha roti, because not all the time you can go and bake something. Chana chiba, the chickpea, black grams, black chickpeas. They used to keep, they are essential to eat and take some water. Actually, the chickpeas are so good that if you take little and you take water, you can even, the little food is enough for the whole day. Even now, not now, but 50, 60 years back, in Bihar, some parts of UP, some parts of Bengal, they used to do that. Those days food were not there, so they used to do that. And the Goswamis, though they had everything, they used to do that. It is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sukha Roti Chana Chiba. And what they were doing, they were meditating, plus they were doing all those construction, everything. They had a people to do it. But that shows that it's not just meditating or chanting, they are also doing many sevas. So seva should be important. That's why I mentioned Charidas Thakur. He gave stress for seva and intelligence. What are the elements Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Sanatana Goswami? What are we should do? How to progress in Krishna Bhakti? It is there in sum total that all these rules should be followed nicely. And one should not have too many followers, one should follow all this Krishna Bhakti. And then last he gave 5 principles. That one should chant, one should do Bhagavatam, read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Seva, Vaishnava, one should serve the Vaishnavas. And Bhagavad Seva, Vigraha Seva. We all should have our deities served nicely, without offending, criticism. We should respect every Vaishnavas. Sometimes we go by the flock, but every Vaishnava, there's a way. I was reading one book by Bhakti-yoga Thakur. He says that some they may take 1 lifetime, 2 lifetime, 3 lifetime. Some may say, but 30, 40 lifetime, maybe many lifetimes. But those who have come to Krishna consciousness, one day they'll go eventually back to Godhead. Bhakti-yoga Thakur ki. Clap, it's a good news, no? So, what I am saying that either somebody is very high, very deep, very nice devotee, nice Vaishnava, we all should be, but some, they cannot make it. But Bhakti-yoga Thakur says that anybody coming to the Krishna Bhakti, eventually they'll go back to Godhead. There's a hope. This is supported by Garuda Purana. Garuda Purana says anybody chanting holy name of the Lord, and unless somebody is really rogue, doing so many nuisance, that also he suffers for time being. Then again he is relieved to either he become rich or poor or trees or anybody or monkey or anybody, but he'll chant. He'll remember, he'll become devotee. Right? So that is what. So the 5 principles that seva, chanting, Bhagavad Shravan, Harinam Sankirtan, Vaishnava Seva, then Vigraha Seva, and Mathura Vas. Living a holy place, those who are very fortunate, they can live. But Srila Prabhupada was not very keen to keep young people in Braja Dham. He said, you preach. So we have to keep in mind preaching, and then only we can progress. But preaching will fetch Krishna, but that too unconditionally without any ulterior motive. If we have worldly motive, but if we are really dedicated, then it's possible. And any stench of worldly desires will pull us back to this world. And again suffering, too much suffering. Now there is a hope that Srila Prabhupada, like personality, and he's interested, he wants to take us back to Godhead. Bhakti Maharaj used to explain very nicely. Srila Prabhupada says, I made this ISKCON. I want all should live, whole world should live in here, in spirituality and go back to Godhead. He wrote in one Bengali poetry, Srila Prabhupada, he said, Prithivite Nagaradi, Asamudra Nagadadi, Shakolei Loi Krishna Nam, Tahare Ananda Hai, Tabe Hai, Digvijay, Chaitanir Katha. That I want in this world, all, even the oceans, even the rivers, all the birds, the beasts, what to speak of town and village, he wanted everybody, whole this world, every jiva should go back to Godhead. This is Srila Prabhupada. Like Vasudeva Datta, he wanted everybody should go back to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada wanted. Maya dushta jata dukhi shakale hai sukhi. Then he said, then I'll feel that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's word is successful. He wanted to take it. And so Srila Prabhupada created one boat, like in there, in Srimad Bhagavad-Gita is there. He created one boat, and Basu Ghosh telling in his poetry that you just need to sit in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's boat, and he's interested to take back to Godhead. It is there in very beautiful Bengali poetry. That what you need to do, you need to sit in Srila Prabhupada's boat. And who is the Kandari? Who is the Karnadhar? Is Srila Prabhupada himself. He wants to take us. So how many of us we are interested to go back to Godhead?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna